when the new ideas is happening in you, new cognition is happening, the new muscle building is very important. Yoga does that job of new muscle building. That is why I insist on everyone going to yoga. Don't you guys see in front of your eyes, morning what time I come here, till what time I sit? Even if I wanted to close my eyes, just I rotate the chair and lie down for a little time while you guys are sharing or writing, and then again back up next. You guys should at least reciprocate that sincerity. Na? See, when you guys are writing, doing your exercise, if I just go to the room, who is going to ask me? And rest there? Tell me, is there anybody going to question me? No. I have committed. Unless I need to go to restroom, I don't move out. I have committed. It has to be done. All great things happen by the great actions, great thoughts from the great context. Understand? All great things happen by the great action, great thoughts from the great context. The great context means integrity and authenticity. But I don't think you want to run your life like a mom shop, pop shop. Let's be very clear. Enlightenment is the great happening, greatest happening. For that, the great actions from the great thinking, from the great context is required. You guys are not going to do tapas, getting into some cave and sitting there for 12 years till your hair grows and becomes a matted lock and penetrates the ground. No, there is a sloka. Your hair has to grow and become a matted lock like a banyan tree's hanging roots, and it should penetrate the ground. Only then your kundalini will be awakened. So that when your kundalini is awakened, your body doesn't fly. This hair will keep you down, grounded. Can we all take up this integrity as a lifestyle? I was brought up by a raw guru. The glory of being brought up by the raw guru is the real spirituality. I tell you, the way I remember them and my gratitude for them, it is because of their rawness. One day he asked me, my guru asked me to put my leg on the head to do some japa. I could not. He just put it and tied it with a rope and went away. No, actually, he put it, tied with the rope, not with the neck, but with the body and below, and he just tied it and left me and went away. I tell you, great things happen by a raw training. Whether you are in the field of a doctor or an engineer or a lawyer or a teacher or a professor, only when you go through a raw training, great things are done. New cognition is getting built in you. Means many of your ideas are becoming new. So at this time, when the muscles are growing, if the muscles get a powerful infusion of this thought, and at these moments, if the muscles strongly grow, then whatever is taught in the class and realized becomes part of muscle memory. It is easy for me to make your biomemory into part of muscle memory. So the energy darshan, initiation, everything becomes part of your muscle memory, means part of your day-to-day thinking. Advaita becomes your thinking fashion, lifestyle, your cognition, your way of strategy planning about life. You understand? End of the day, that's all is what I want. Means making the Advaita as a reality for your life. Anything you want, you get it from the power of Advaita, so that you always reside in the space of not wanting about anything. See, even not wanting should be from the right context. Not because of that fear you will not get it. Not wanting because you will not get it is a beggar. Not wanting from the right context is avaduta. There is a difference between beggar and avaduta. Whether what you want, achieving it should be from the right context. Being in the space of non-wanting should be in the right context. Both should be in the right context. Getting it? Unclutching should be the source of your wealth and enlightenment. Advaita should be source of your reality and the ultimate reality. Both. Listen, one day morning I did not wake up when my guru came and called me. My guru will every day come by walk. Early morning around 3:30 he will get up and start walking. He just lived in few houses next to where I was born and brought up. Many times I will be living in his house only, sleeping there itself. See, in Indian villages, kids will just run around here and there and enter into any house and eat, sleep in any house. That is the way the Indian village atmosphere is. Because we did not have this concept of child abuse and all that in those villages, fortunately. And neither we heard about it, nor that concept existed. We will just run around, go and eat in any house, sleep in any house. That 2-3 streets are like relatives. So, morning he will get up and walk. He will come and call me. Samyar Paya means Samyar child, Swami child. That's the nickname he gave me. He will call me. I will have to get up and run. Then he will wait for some time for me to take bath and get ready and all that, take me to the temple for yoga session, morning yoga session. One day I bunked, means I got up, went to the bathroom and slept in the bathroom. Did not take bath and come. See, in Indian village houses, the bathroom will have a tin sheet door. If you bang, it will make so much noise. And I was leaning on that same door and sleeping. And he came and banged. I got up so wildly with that loud sound of that that tin sheet sound. Anyhow, finally I took bath and ran behind him. He told me, you have to do prayaschitta for this cheating. I said, you tell whatever I have to do, I will do. He said, do Surya Namaskar till I tell. And he told me and went away. I am doing. Please understand, from sunrise to sunset, I did Surya Namaskar. Sunrise to sunset. Almost all these spare parts I can see, where the spare parts are all there. Where what parts are connected, joined. I can feel the whole thing. Each part is independently working. But I tell you, maybe 10-year-old boy. 10-year-old. Because he adopted me at the age of 3. And he started bringing me up. Now when I tell these stories, you guys feel as if it is such a heavy training. But at that time it was not like that. It was not like that. Even when I look back now, for you guys it looks like a heavy training. To make you guys understand, I use these words like heavy training and all that. But originally when I look back, I have so much gratitude for them, for what he did to my body. See, last 12 years of my public life, I have not cancelled a single program because of my health reason. Understand? In 365 days, more than 300 days, my schedule is packed. I can say comfortably 350 days also, nothing wrong. Which place, where, when I am going to have my breakfast, dinner, lunch, sorry, I don't take 3 times. When I am going to have a breakfast or where I am going to have a dinner, or the whole thing is frozen. Because we give many Kalpataru Darshanas, you see, in many countries. They have to start organizing, arranging. They need a lead time of at least 1 month, 2 months. Because of that, my schedule is frozen. Today, after the morning satsang, I went to St. Louis and gave Kalpataru Darshan and came back. Literally. Actually, trying UCLA, University of California, asked for one more Kalpataru today. I could not give because I may get delayed for the session. I did not give Kalpataru for UCLA. You guys understand? See, I am giving my time, you are giving your time. Both of us are here together to make it happen. Let's make it happen. See, these 2 statements, I am not talking out of arrogance. Please be very clear. These 2 statements, simple introduction. If a doctor says, I have done 1000 surgery successfully, I am a doctor for last 30 years, is there any arrogance in that? No. Introduction, to give confidence to the patient. Same way, all I am trying to tell you is, these 2 statements, as an introduction to you. 1, I know what I am doing. I am master of what I am doing. Understand? I commit with you, I will deliver. I will deliver the transformation. And I will deliver the Advaitic experience. Not as theory, but as experience in your system. Even in the dream, you will be moving from the space of Advaita.